What's going on YouTube? This is going to be a video talking about the Nintendo Switch. Now the Switch is coming out in just a couple months, but before it comes out, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what I think about it. And whether or not I feel like you should buy it right now at release, or you should wait a little bit. For starters, it's coming out at $299. $299, $300, that's not bad. I was expecting maybe something a little less, maybe about 250, but 300 is okay. Here's where it gets complicated, and here's where the problems come. The controllers, the little Switch controllers, they come at $80 if you want an extra pair. And that's just a pair. So if you want an extra left one, that's $40. They don't come in just pairs already. So it's $80 for an extra set of controllers. Now that's going to be a little steep. $80. I mean, that's already about $20 extra, $20 more than what the other consoles controllers are. So you can get a PlayStation or Xbox controller for about $60. So it's a little overpriced, especially considering that the Pro controller is also going to be $70. Now the Pro controller is going to be more fashion like an Xbox controller. Now that's $80 or $70. That's still way too much. You're paying $300 for the console plus an extra $80 if you want to have another set of controllers. Honestly, for what it's offering, that's way too much. Especially since also for the charging dock, the dock for the controllers, that's also going to be another $80. So altogether, another set of controllers, $80, another dock, $80. That's $160 right there. If you want the Pro controller, it's getting way too much. Quite honestly, if you want to have a second set of controllers and a dock, it just makes more sense just to buy a second Switch. Here's another problem. Nintendo has finally decided that they are going to start charging for online play. Now, the online play is rumored to be a little bit more than what you would be paying for with PlayStation Plus or the Xbox Gold. The issue with that is because the Switch isn't really offering a lot of games, and that's another problem. Very few games right now. It's not offering a lot of games. The games they are offering are pretty fun. Of course, Splatoon 2 seems pretty fun. 1-2 Switch it's fine. ARMS is actually it's surprisingly good. However, this is something you're going to have to pay for if you want to play online. This is something that if you want to play with a friend, you have to shell out another $80. If you want to play, or $160, because you're going to have to charge those controllers. If you want an actual controller instead of like the Wii stick kind of things, I mean, that's what it feels like to me. That's going to be $70. So $300 sounded fine, but in all honesty, to get everything you're really going to need, you're going to have to shell out a little bit more. So, $300 turns into about $460 really fast. Maybe even $500 if you do want that Pro controller. And then if you want online access, that's going to be some more money. You're probably going to be paying about $600 at that price for what the games they're offering. It doesn't really make sense to buy it at release, considering very few third-party games. So I'm not going into Nintendo's consoles and systems looking for third-party games. I usually stick with Nintendo because I want to play Nintendo games, their own games, like the Zeldas, the Metroids, the Mario. Now, and of course, Pokemon. I'm actually a big fan of the Pokemon gaming series. We have Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. It looks great. It looks fantastic. It looks like something that you would want to buy the Switch for. However, that game is coming out on the Wii U as well. So I feel like if you really want that game, unless you really want to play it on the Switch, there's no real point. Just get it on the Wii U. At the same time, Splatoon 2 is great, but I don't feel that's a console-selling game. Third-party games, we have a few, but not too much. I mean, you've got the Street Fighter. Bethesda has announced that they're going to be releasing Skyrim for the Switch. They have not announced whether or not it's going to be the special edition, if it's going to have the mods, if it's going to have all the DLC included, or if it's just going to be the standard vanilla game. However, I do expect them to probably put in the DLC. They have not announced that yet, so it's up in the air for that one. So, again, do you want to pay $300 for a console to get Skyrim? Something that, people have a 360. Even if you don't have a 360, the game's for the Xbox One, and then you got the PS4, you got a PS3, you have a PC. The game is out and for so many different things. Are we going to really want to spend $300 just to play it on the go, which would not really work all that well, considering Skyrim is a game that takes a lot of time to play, and the lifespan of the battery seems to be about around like the what was it, about 6 hours? No, that's not right. That's about 4 hours. It's very, very small battery life. However, for what it is, I mean, you can get about 4 or 5 hours out of your 3DS. So for that to be about the same time as a stronger, more powerful console, it's very impressive. However, it's not something I'm going to really be wanting to take out with me. I'm not going to really want to take the Skyrim out with me. That's something I'll be playing at home, and because of that, why would I want to spend $300 on a brand new console to play another port, when I could play it on the 360, if I could play it on my One, if I could play it on my PC? Aside from that, third-party games don't really seem to be not a lot of big games, a lot of big names out there for the Nintendo Switch third party. But again, like I said, we have Super Mario Odyssey coming out. You have Splatoon 2. You have Legend of Zelda. They have not announced any new Pokemon. They have not announced any new Metroid. Those are two games I really want to play again. And then you have, there's a Sonic game, but it really looks like a remastering of some classics. So yeah, I mean, guys, unless you really wanting to play Zelda, there's no point. Save your money. Do not buy this at launch. Now, here's where the problem comes in. The Wii U, in my opinion, was a successful console for what they wanted to do. They did something and it worked great. However, success in a business standpoint was making money, and they did not make a lot of money. The console itself was great. I feel like their message behind the console, the way they advertised it, did not help sell that game at all, and it really felt more like more of a peripheral for the Wii as opposed to its own separate console. So this was a major problem that Nintendo has faced, and this is one of the reasons why third-party companies aren't really wanting to put their games out there to do all that extra work to port their games to the Nintendo, considering they're probably not going to sell. This is a major problem, because if this stuff keeps happening to Nintendo, say people don't buy the Switch because of these problems, they're going to view it as another failure, and it's going to be another Wii U situation where stock's going to get lost. A lot of people are going to lose interest. A lot of people are going to lose faith in Nintendo, and I don't want to see Nintendo go out of business. I'm not saying this is something that's going to happen, but I don't want to see anything like that even come close to happening. I love Nintendo. I always have. So I want you guys to support Nintendo. I want you guys to support the Switch. However, I cannot in good conscience tell you to go out and buy this console immediately. Now, this is all me saying this as if nothing good is going to come out of it. I don't know what the future holds for the Switch. I don't know if they're going to put out some really great games. Wii U, as much as I loved it, it felt like a lot of just the same. There was, Super Mario, the new Super Mario Brothers, and new Super Mario World, and Donkey Kong. It was just a lot of stuff that I've seen before, and I want a lot of new things. Again, I haven't seen a good Metroid game in a while, so I'm really excited to see if they can bring that to the Switch. No announcement on that yet. However, This is brand new, guys. This is a brand new console. The future holds a lot for this company and for these games. So please support the company. Just save your money at the same time. Don't go out and go crazy and buy this console, put down $300 for the console, and then realize, man, I really want to play with a friend, but I can't. So I'm going to have to drop down another $80. Well, I can't. The batteries are dying, and I can't charge both controllers at the same time. I need a new dock, another $80. Man, these buttons are really small because I have held the controllers. The buttons are very small. It's about the same as about a 3DS. It feels like the Wii U in your hand, but the buttons are the size of like a 3DS. So for bigger-handed people, and I have kind of big, chunky hands, this is going to be kind of uncomfortable. So I will be wanting to use the Pro Controller, but in order to do that, that's another $70. Say I want to play Splatoon online, that's another $80, maybe. So right now, from what they've shown us, the Nintendo Switch does not look like a good investment right now. Again, E3 is coming around the corner. We'll see what they have to say. And I'm telling you, if they announce some good stuff, that's when you go out and buy. Until they give you a lot of good games and they promise you these games are coming, do not spend that money. It's hurting me to say because I really want to play that new Zelda, but until they announce something new, save your money, you guys. Hey guys, please don't forget to hit that like button, like it, unlike it, then like it again. Comment, let me know what you think. Are you going to buy this new console? Are you going to put that money down on the Nintendo Switch? Are you excited for the new Zelda? Are you excited to see what they can do? More Final Fantasy, more Donkey Kong, more anything, Bomberman. We've seen a little bit of Bomberman, so let's see more. I want to see what all they can bring to the table, with the Mario Karts, anything. So let me know what you're excited for in the comments. Subscribe, and thank you. I will see you guys later.